What's up, everybody? Getting ready for a little WOOT action wide open on Thursday as we are at Talladega. Forgot to go ahead and tag the game over here on. There we go. Over there on Facebook. Getting live over on Facebook right now, guys. All right, should be up everywhere. How's you guys doing here tonight? Getting ready for 30 laps for tonight's main event right now in qualifying. It is going to be Nathan at the top of the charts. Cody's going to be second. Zach Lovelace third. Landon Moody fourth. Justin Farless in fifth. Remember, top five going to transfer through here tonight. Top five going to transfer into tonight's feature. Everybody else off to the consi. How do I make that go away? Well, that is unfortunate. All right, let's see. Who do we got? We got Riley Green out on the track right now, putting down a lap in that number 8 machine. First event you've been able to run. Nice. Good to see everybody out here. How many people we got? We got 37 that have taken qualifying runs. Not sure if we're going to get anybody else. Kyle Todd currently in that number 11 spot. Looks like that's where he's going to be. Shane Haas in 16th. Looks like right now we got Riley Green, the only one out on the track, putting down a lap. Let's see where he's able to put that number 8 machine here tonight, as that's going to be that at time. So that is where he's at. I am going to tell you right now, I cannot stand the fact that it pops up on the screen who's talking. All right, we're going to try something right now. At least to move it. Yeah, it sucks. All right. I did move it to the bottom right. It's still there, but I guess it's not as obvious. All right, getting ready here for heat race number 1. We're going to go ahead and set them up as they get out on the track. What's up? What's up, buddy? What's up? All right, we're going to go ahead and hit up tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 1. He has been hot here lately. He has won 2 WOOTs in a row and 1 over there at the Texas Speed Gen 4 Series. It is going to be Jonathan Burt outside of him. It's going to be Dwayne Whitby. Starting inside row number 2 in that number 3 spot is going to be the number 17 tonight of David Mayo. Outside of him, it's going to be the number 65 of Bill Sleep. Remington James going to be starting that number 5 spot. Shane Haas in 6. Starting in the number 7 spot, it is going to be Mark Thrash. With Toby in that number 8 spot. Going to be Jared Claude in the number 9 position. Williams in 10th. Major in that number 11 spot. It's going to be Dalton DeRosa in that number 12 position. Anthony Donnelly in 13th. Tobias in 14th. Going to be Howell in that number 15 position. Lee, I'm not even going to try the last name, in a 16th. Going to be Chase in the number 17 spot. And I think nobody else is here, so we're not going to go through the rest of them. What's up, John's mom? What's up? What's up? What's up? John going to be starting on the pole here tonight. He's got his mom out there rooting for him, as always. As we come down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. We're going to get that green flag this time by. What is Mark doing? Got to catch the field, Mark. Why are they wrecking in the back? How are we managing to wreck for... All right, we're going to go ahead and just remove him now. I need to get rid of that. All right. I don't know how I feel about this new UI. All right, we're going to get back up to the front looking for the green flag as the pace car is pulling off. It's going to be 2x2 through the field looking for the green flag down the front straightaway. Who's it going to be here in heat race number 1? Green flag is out as Jonathan Burt gets on the gas. So does Dwayne on the outside. He's got very little help, but Bill Sleep trying to get up there. They're going to try to go 3 wide further back in the back. They're going to keep it 2x2 down into turn number 1 and 2. Top side starting to get a push. Bill Sleep on the back bumper of that number 44 through turn number 1 and 2. David Mayo on the bottom side behind Burt. We're going to stay side by side out of turn number 2. Oh, big save down on that bottom side. Someone had their hands full down on the bottom side as they head for turn at number 3 and 4. It's going to be the 46 down there. I think that is Jared Claude. It is. In that number 46, had a handful, able to hold on to it. Right now, he is inside that top 8, trying to hold strong as they come out of turn number 4. Looking for the start-finish line. Here comes 3 wide as the 39 of Mark Thrash jumping up to the high side. Big run for him. He's going to make it to the number 2 spot. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Going to take it 3 wide as it looks like we got some help from Toby up on the high side behind Mark, trying to get that third lane going. Bill Sleep stuck in the sucker hole as they come out of turn number 2. Dwayne going to lead the way now with Jonathan Burt behind him down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. They're going to be 3 wide down the back straightaway. Here comes Bill Sleep. He's got a push from behind from Jared Claude. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, we're wrecking in the back. How did they save it? Big save. Shane Haas holds on to it. Oh, that could have been a whole lot worse. How did they save it as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway? Going to be 2 laps complete at the line. I don't know how the hell you guys didn't just wreck. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Dwayne going to lead the way. Got a little bit of a breakaway here. This pack further back. These guys got contact. They're going to have to work together to try to draw their way back up into the field as they come out of turn number 2. Here comes Burt looking to the outside, going to get back in line behind Dwayne. Dwayne leading the field. Oh, big hit. Oh, they're wrecking down the back straightaway. Bunch of cars caught up. Mayo's caught up in that one. Mark Thrash is caught up. The 65 of Bill Sleep and Toby all caught up in that one as they get single file up at the front of the field. What a wreck there. Let's take a look. Oh. Jared just gets a bump, and his car was not. Oh, yeah, it was a little couple extra taps there, little stack up, and yeah, that was no good for those guys on the top side. But Jared Claude able to keep it going. Right now, it is going to be Anthony Donnelly in that final transfer spot, and look who's back in the transfer spot. It's going to be the 23 of Shane Haas. So it looks like the Rosa, David Mayo, Mark Thrash, all off the track right now as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn at number 3 and 4. We're going to get that one to go when they cross the line as Jonathan Burt goes back to the point in that number 6 machine. Jonathan Burt pushed back up to the front as Remington James in that number 14 all over the back of him as they come down the front straightaway. Big run for Dwayne as they get the white flag. 1 lap to go. All right, so there are 9 cars in this pack right now. One of these guys will be going to the LCQ. Could be more of them if they make contact as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Dwayne with a big push from behind. He's got Christopher all over the back of him as they come down the back straightaway. Lap car. Oh, we got contact. Oh, Burt and the 44 of Dwayne get together. These guys got to get it moving. Oh, Burt might be done. Dwayne might be done. Here comes Bill's. No, it is not Bill's sleep yet. As we got a big wreck in 3 and 4. They're wrecking still as Remington takes the lead. Remington out front as they come down through the tri-oval. Coming to the line, going to be Remington. James, is he going to get it? Here comes the 51 of Jacob. It's going to call Jacob at the line. Is that correct? No, Remington did get it. I don't know why it changed to Jacob on our screen. But Remington getting the win. Jacob second. Jared in third. Anthony fourth. Ed in fifth. Xander? Is that what it is? Xander Howell in that number 6 spot. Bill Sleep going to make his way in. And John DeBias in that 8th and final transfer spot. Shane Haas going to limp across the field. He's going to be starting pole in the LCQ. Oh, is he? Where's Dalton? No, Dalton's not going to get there. Dalton DeRosa going to finish in a 10th, as that is going to be the end of heat race number 1. So lots and lots of drama on the final lap of that one. Man, that sucked for Burt and Dwayne. Those guys were fast all heat race long. Getting in the wreck, they're going to end up in the LCQ. That is wild. All right, heat race number 2 getting on the track. It is going to be David Moat starting on the pole here tonight. Brady Gotch in second. Going to be Kyle Todd in that number 3 spot. Jared Gotch in fourth. Ooh, that's going to be a dangerous top row. James Stats going to start in the number 5 spot. Edward Cross in 6th. Going to be Thraxton in that number 7 spot. James Burke in 8th. Going to be Ashton Thomas in the number 9 position. Shane Brown in 10th. Neil Lyman in 11th. Going to be Brown in that number 10 spot. Hold on. What the fuck did I do? Okay. Dougie Williams in that number 12 position. Clint Sheehan, 13th. Bill Watkins in 14th. Going to be Riley Green in the number 16 spot. Yoder in 16th. Sorry, Green in 15th. I am totally fucking up. RJ is going to be starting in that number 18 position. All right, it is going to be 5 laps here for heat race number 2. Top 8 going to transfer through here tonight as they come out of turn number 2. All right, guys, it's going to be start on green. Start on green. Do not change lanes until after the start-finish line. Obviously, if somebody misses a shift or something, I'm going to use my discretion there, but don't sit back and try and jump lanes before the start-finish line. Shake and bake. Is that you starting shotgun on the field, RJ? Hell yeah. He's going to text and drive out there. Somebody mute him. All right, looking for the green flag as they come down the front straightaway. It is going to be 2 by 2 through the field. Who's it going to be here in heat race number 2? Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. Going to be side by side up at the front. Look at the gotchas getting together down the front straightaway. Duct tape would have been better. down into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be side by side up at the front. That top side looking pretty organized right now. The rest of the field. Oh no, I say that. And Jared goes around hard into the wall. Oh man, Jared with a big hit there. All right, I was trying to figure out what happened here. For some reason, SDK did not pick it up. Was there net code or something? Oh, the 88 just got. There was definitely some net code there that played a role as they come to the start finish line. Who's going to lead lap number 1? Is there 3 wide per second on back? It is going to be David leading lap number 1 as they come down the front straightaway. 3 wide heading into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, they're wrecking. Brady turned around. Big wreck into turn number 1 and 2. Lots of cars caught up in this one. Oh, they are wrecking all over. I think the top 4 are going to make it away. Everybody else caught up in that one. Riley Green able to sneak through that one. He's got Clint Sheehan just ahead of him as they come down the back straightaway. Yeah, they just wrecked. All right, so Bill Watkins still moving forward in that number 37. Neil in the number 8 spot. RJ in 9th. Burke, Stats, Ashton Thomas. Hey, he's a crab. Yeah, that one looks fun. This one's been a little wild. There you go, Demon. Look at that thing go. Ashton, it looks like you need a right-handed course. All right, so these guys down the back straightaway. Ashton now in a transfer spot. Brady's still out there. So is Kyle. So he's still got a few guys out there as we move back up to the front. Top 4 have pulled away. They're already talking strategy here. They're like, we are in. Let's stay in line. How about this? Clint Sheehan and Riley Green. What a dangerous combo right there. 5th and 6th. The question of the night, is Clint Sheehan going to get a top 5 as Riley looks to his top side? Or do they take each other out? Brady going to race his way back up into the transfer spot. And I'll tell you what, Ashton is crab walking in that number 33. He is in the final transfer spot as they head into 1 and 2. David going to lead the way. Edward in 2nd. Dougie and Thraxton in that top 4. Clint Sheehan in 5th. Riley Green in 6th. And it is about to get interesting, maybe. We're going to have a bunch of junk cars racing for a transfer spot. Right now it is Ashton in the final transfer spot. Kyle Todd trying to reel him in. That just tells you how much damage Kyle probably has right now, because he should be gaining on that 33 by a lot. He is now as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Oh, he hit him. I don't know why he hit him. Oh, my God. He's going to block him. He's blocking him for a transfer spot. He's got, they're coming to the line. 1 lap to go. We are watching the final transfer spot as they come through turn number 1 and 2. Oh, Kyle Todd trying not to turn him. It is so hard to do since he's already sideways through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. I can't believe Ashton is able to do that. I saw him. As they come down the back straightaway, Kyle Todd cannot find his way around that number 33. Oh, my God. The battle for the transfer spot's insane. If you're not watching 8th, you're missing it. Out of turn at number 3 and 4, it is... Here they come out of 4. Kyle Todd goes high. Ashton down low. Kyle can't pull him. Oh, they touch. Ashton goes around through the grass. Kyle Todd's going to take the final transfer spot. It's going to be David, Edward Cross, Dougie Williams, Thaxton, Clint Sheehan, Riley Green, Brady Gotch, and Kyle Todd transferring their way through. That was wild. I mean, Riley and Clint, I was like, please don't wreck each other. All right, time for the LCQ. This has got to be one of the most stacked LCQs we've seen in a while. All right, guys, start is on green. Top 5 transfer into tonight's feature. I don't normally say this, but I'm going to say it now. Good luck, everyone. All right, it's going to be Shane Haas starting on the pole here tonight. Jacob Yoder in second. Going to be Dalton DeRosa in that number 3 spot. Ashton Thomas in 4th. Going to be Whitby in that number 5 position. RJ in a 6th. John Burt and Jonathan Burt in that number 7 position. Going to be James Stats in 8th. Christopher in 9th. Going to be Bill the Magnet Watkins in that number 10 spot. David Mayo in 11th. James Burke in 12th. Then rounding out the field here tonight is going to be Shane Brown and Jared Gotch. Survival. That was wild. I'm good. That's awesome. All right, down the back straightaway, looking for the green flag this time by. James, you're going to have to get up there with Jonathan because, you got to confuse me like that. All right. Yeah, definitely chat band. All right, looking for the green flag as they come out of turn number 4. Shane Haas going to lead the field. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. It's definitely probably better to be up towards the front, but I don't know where the safety zone is going to be in this one as they come out of turn number 4. Pace car pulls in there side by side, 6 laps, 5 cars transfer, and then we're getting into tonight's main event. Through the tri-oval, green flag is out as, wow, Jacob just got a big run up on the top side. Shane Haas and Jacob going to lead him down towards turn number 1 and 2. Who's it going to be? Jacob wants to get down. Shane Haas with the run. He's got Dalton DeRosa all over the back of him as they head through 1 and 2. Looks like we got one car. Ed is going to be RJ getting shuffled out to the high side. He's going to roll down to the back. That might not be a bad thing as they come out of turn number 2. This is the last. This is the Consi, and then we got a 3-minute warm-up and then the feature. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Shane Haas leading the way. These guys jockey in 4 position right now. It is David Mayo in that final transfer spot as they come out of turn number 4. Ashton Thomas going to get that run on the outside. Has help from behind as they come down the front straightaway looking for the start-finish line. Who's going to lead lap number 1? It's going to be Shane Haas in that number 23. Big wreck next lap. Very plausible. They're being extremely patient considering that everything is on the line in this one. You're either top 5 or you are going home. As they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. I think we are going to see a big one at some point, though. I would not be surprised as Ashton takes the lead down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4, going to be single file in each lane. Going to be 2x2. Through turn number 3 and 4, no single file here as they come out of turn number 4. Right now, it is going to be Shane Brown dropping to the back in that number 55, trying to find his way up through as it is getting tighter and tighter as they come to the line. Going to be Shane Haas that time by. Right now, in that final transfer spot is going to be Jonathan Burt. Man, I hate it when Burke and Burt are in the same race as they come out of turn. Yeah, thank you for the follow, Thuggy Dougie. As they come down the back straightaway looking for turn at number 3 and 4. Jonathan Burt trying to stay in that transfer spot. Mark Thrash stuck deep back in that field in the number 39. Right now, Bill Watkins might be in the best spot to try to swing his way into a transfer spot. Okay, you're Dougie. Okay. As they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway, they're going to take it 3 wide maybe for the lead. No, they don't, as it looks like Ashton Thomas might lead it here on lap number 3. Ashton going to lead lap number 3 as they come to line. Definitely starting to pick up the pace a little bit here. Intensity's high as who we see in and who we see out is now starting to change drastically as they head through turn at number 3 and 4. Here comes Burke and the number 7 machine. Yeah, you knew those two had to get together. He's going to pass Burke. Oh, Burke gets turned around down the back straightaway. Oh, more wrecking down the back straightaway. Mayo caught up in that one. Oh, no, Jonathan gets turned around. He is going to be done for the night as Ashton leads the way. Let's go see if we can figure out what exactly turned. Oh, it was just a stack up. That is unfortunate as they come across the line. Going to be 2 laps to go. Oh, no, Shane Haas, hold on to it. Oh, no. He just turned him. He turned him. Don DeRosa gets turned around as Shane Haas tries to rejoin as they come down the back straightaway. The race is going to be for the lead. RJ in that number 26 on the high side all by himself as James Stats rolls the bottom as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It is getting dicey here. Top 5 going to transfer through. Mark Thrash still in the picture. Mark, did you get Bill? Down into turn at number 1 and 2. White flag in there. Remember, top 5 transfer through. You are right. Yeah, he got shoved down. I saw it. He tried to slide in behind you and just got you. That was unfortunate. Here comes James Stats in that number 15 machine as they head through turn at number 3 and 4. Who's going to be in the first crash? All of them. As they come out of turn number 4, remember, one of these cars up here in this front pack are not going to make it as they come down the back straightaway. What a race coming to the line. They're going to be 3 wide. They're making 4 wide down the front straightaway. No, Shane Haas into the wall. It is going to be James Stats, RJ Burke, Ashton, and Mark Thrash making it to the feature here tonight. Shane Haas is going to miss it here tonight. What a finish here tonight in heat race number, or LCQ. Sorry, it's not even heat race. Let's go. I think there might have been. There was definitely a little bit of net code there. The drug Shane around, but yeah, you got pushed up a little bit. That was, you guys were just 4 wide. Wow, what a finish in the LCQ. All right, guys, we're going to get a 3-minute warm up here. You guys can use it as you want. Just don't get DQ'd. You can roll and reverse around the track, wreck each other. I don't care. Grab a drink and get ready for 30 laps for tonight's main event. That was definitely a wild night. Okay, here is a question, says Demon. What is that question, Demon? I was just asking. He said his favorite person, so I just assumed it was you. How about Clint Sheehan making it into tonight's feature? Good for him here tonight as he makes the feature, finishing fifth in heat race number one. And it's not because he just rode around in the back. So got to be proud of Clint as we get ready for tonight's main event. It is going to be 30 laps here tonight. I don't know who I'm going to pick to win here tonight. Well, it's not going to be Bert. Bert is not going to make it 3 in a row. That is unfortunate for him. Make sure you guys hit that like, share, and follow button as we get ready for 30 laps here tonight. It is going to get absolutely wild. Oh, Kenny, I just noticed for some reason I wasn't getting my Facebook messages. I'm glad I happened to look over there. Let me go ahead and see if I can fix that. Is that going on 3 wide in the rear? Which one? Clint making it? All right, let's see. Is that going to go through? Oh, he wrecked him. He wrecked him. Oh, no. Clint is dying. All right, now. Now, I got my messages over on Facebook. Riggs for the win. Riggs for the win. What's up, Ian? The heat races were a little sloppy. Oh, you didn't make it to the finish? Oh, no. How many incident points is it to get disqualified from NIS? All right, we're going to go ahead and get ready for tonight's main event as they're going to pull out on the track. All right, let me go grab someone here, pull up tonight's starting lineup, starting on the pole here tonight. What the fuck is his last name? It was lap 420. Oh my God. 25X. Yo, what's up, Myers Gaming? All right, it's going to be Nathan starting on the pole here tonight for some WOoT action. Second place, what a run for him in qualifying. It's going to be Cody Harrelson. I got a feeling that Nathan is not going to be here. Going to be Zach Lovelace starting in the number 3 spot. Landon Moody in 4th. Going to be Justin Farless in that number 5 spot. Remington James in 6th. In the number 7 spot is going to be David Moats. Outside of him, Jacob Majors. Going to be Edward Cross in that number 9 spot. Jared Claude in 10th. Dougie Williams going to start in that number 11 position. Anthony Donnelly in 12th. Thraxton going to start in that number 13 spot. Going to start in that number 13 spot. Ed Williams in 14th. Going to be Clint Sheehan starting in 15th. Howell in 16th. Riley Green going to start in that number 17 spot. And Bill Sleep in 18th. Going to be Brady Gotch starting in 19th here tonight. John Tobias in 20th. Kyle Todd in 21st. Going to be James Stats 22nd. RJ in 23rd. James Burke in 24th. RJ, you made it. I see you, Kenny. I see you. Then rounding out the rest of the field here tonight, it's going to be Ashton Thomas and Mark Thrash. Going to be 24 cars instead of 25 or 26 starting here tonight as they come down the back straightaway. Let me just give them a reminder. All right, guys, just a friendly reminder. This start will be on green. Restarts will be on leader. They are our admin cautions. So if you do get in a wreck, make sure you go get that fast repair, get back out on the track, and if you go a lap down, I will give you you're just going to take your wave around when we hit the caution flag. If you do go a lap down, clear the blacks when we go back green. So if you are on the lead lap, make sure you guys run the bottom of the track down by that yellow line under caution. So if anybody is a lap down, they can take the high side and get their laps back. $24. All right, so you're gonna have to do the 5 a.m. 5 a.m. one. It'll probably be a little bit quieter, maybe if you're lucky. As the pace car is in, we are looking for the green flag. As they're stacked up 2 by 2 through the field. Who's it going to be here in the main event? 30 laps, 1 fast repair. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as Landon Moody gets on the back bumper of the 4K. Oh, we got one jumping up on the high side. He's not going to gain anything, so we're not going to go ahead and give it a hard time as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Going to be side by side for the lead. Cody Harrelson on the top side. Zach Lovelace down low. Do we see overtime? More than likely. Is there room for 3? There's a room for me. Yeah, leave some likes, shares, and follows, as Demon says. As they head through turn number 3 and 4, still side by side up at the front, but so far so good as they come down the front straightaway looking for that start finish line. Who is going to lead lap number 2? Cody on the outside with the run and a big push from Moody's going to lead lap number 2. They are trying to go 3 and 4 wide. Further back in the pack as they head into turn number 1 and 2. I am super proud of Clint right now. He is still rolling in that number 13 spot. He has not fallen back. He's sticking at the back of the pack. Kind of what you need to do right now. Got to try to find a way to survive if the big one does happen as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Could be Lovelace with the edge as they head into turn at number 3 and 4. It is going to be side by side all the way through the rest of the field from second on back. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, leading the way. Here comes Cody back up on the outside. Will he lead a lap number 3? Big run. He's going to lead that time by. You need a sim, Jacob. Kenny told you. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Cody has made his way down to the bottom side in front of Lovelace. Here comes Moody. He's got a push from behind. Remington all over the back of him down the back straightaway. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. How about RJ? RJ in through the LCQ. He's up 15 spots right now into the number 8 spot as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway, we're going to take the top side. RJ to the top. He's got the 88 behind him, pushing him down the front straightaway. They can't seem to make any ground yet as they come down the front straightaway looking for 1 and 2. They're going to try to get that third lane to work, and it is starting to work just a little bit. Remington liked it. He saw him coming, moves to the top side, gets the door from Jared Claude. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. So top side gets a little bit of stack up here as they come down the back straightaway. Cody's going to work the lanes. Oh, we're wrecking. We're wrecking down the back straightaway. Big wreck. Big wreck down the back straightaway. Cody jumped up in front of Moody and stacked up the field. An accordion to the middle, and the big one happens as we get the caution flag. All right, so we're getting some pushes here. I think it's just, yeah. Cody jumps up there. It wasn't anything crazy. Moody just didn't hit him perfect, and I don't even think Maybe the stack up isn't even what caused it. So poor Brady going to be the victim in this one. Oh, he was checking up. It was the checkup. Couple cars caught up in this one. Riley. Oh my God. Who was that? I think it was Ashton. Let's go ahead. I think Ashton's coming in through here. Let's take a look at this. Almost gets through and boink. How the hell did that happen? Ashton, I have no clue how that flipped you. Oh my God. All right, so first caution flag of the night here tonight. We are 5 laps into this one when we cross the start finish line. Looks like Riley Green down on pit road, Brady Gotch on pit road, Kyle Todd on pit road, and David might be done for the night as it is not showing him on pit road. As Zach Lovelace leads the way, we got a bunch of guys down on pit road. Pretty fly for a short guy. Clint made it through. And he's been running with the field. So I got to tell you, this day in Clint's book has been a success. Kind of. It wasn't too crazy of a wreck. I don't think it was too bad. A couple people it wasn't great for. All right, looks like Riley Green. Go ahead and take it if you're a lap down. So Riley going to get back out on the lead lap as he gets out a little bit late. Ashton is still on pit road. Kyle Todd on pit road. Brady Gotch on pit road. I wonder if they had to tell. Remember, they will get their laps back. It's just going to have to be a little bit later. WOoT don't like me. You have no luck. It's an art form. All right, it's going to be 2 by 2 when they come across the line. They are going to get that one to go. Looks like Kyle Todd is going to go ahead and get back out on the track. I don't think he's going to make it for a wave around, but he will get one on the next one. Brady Gotch coming off of pit road as they head down the front straightaway. You can't draw. All right. It's going to be 6 laps into this one. We're going to re-rack them, restack them as they get the one to go at the line. Kyle Todd and Brady Gotch need to catch the field. They're a couple laps down. 1 lap down. As Lovelace gets that one to go, he is going to bring him to the green flag. Except that the start is on Lovelace. Just a heads up for those of you that may have not raced with us before. These restarts are on leader now, moving forward, and he can start anytime after the pace car goes off the pit road. So the grass after the pit lane. So remember, he can start anywhere between the green flag and the start of the grass after pit road. And just because I know somebody's a smartass, we're talking about the start of pit road, not the end of pit road. So you can't start in turn one. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do another 11 race season just like I did. So we're going to do something. It's going to be Wednesdays though. We will probably run something next Wednesday, kind of like a recruitment race. But the season won't actually start until the following Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. All right, looking for the green flag as they come down the front straightaway. Going to be Lovelace leading the way. Does not look like Brady Gotch has made it through the field as the green flag is out. Kyle Todd does catch the field. He's going to take some of that momentum as Brady Gotch a little ways back. He's going to need a little bit of help and a caution. He actually could be in a pretty good spot. He's going to be pretty bored right now, but when these guys get together, he's going to save himself hopefully any opportunities for contact. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn at number 3 and 4, side by side up at the front as Remington is pushing Moody into turn at number 3 and 4. Side by side, can Moody find his way up to the front as Zach Lovelace continues the lead out of turn number 4. Lovelace is just doing this for Jonathan. I think that's why he's pushing so hard here tonight as Moody gets a run on the outside. Can't quite get to the lead. Who's going to lead this time by? It was Lovelace at the line. Oh, I heard there was a checkup somewhere, but it seems like everybody keeps this straight. So Clint doing a great job here staying with the main pack as they come down the back straightaway, looking for turn at number 3 and 4. Sleepy is out there. Oh no, Sleepy's on pit road. I don't know why. He must have had his fast repair unchecked. As they head through turn at number 3 and 4, is going to be side by side. Moody on the bottom as he slides in front of Lovelace down the front straightaway. Here comes Remington. He's got help from behind. James Stats all over the back of him, and he brings company as they come down the front straightaway. Mark Thrash trying to take that third lane. Moody going to lead that time by as that second lane is starting to work. RJ's been making ground up on the top side by himself. I'm going to be curious how this one ends. That 26 might be one to watch by the end of this one. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn at number 3. It's going to be Moody leading the way. Lovelace going to jump up to the outside. Oh, no, that's not Lovelace. That is Cody Harrelson up to the high side in the 4K. Through turn at number 3 and 4. Moody leads the way. Lovelace going to jump to the outside now as they come out of turn number 4. Gets the run and the help as Cody gets on that back bumper coming to the start-finish line. It is going to be 10 laps complete as Lovelace leads that time by. Oh, it is getting dicey. Oh, he turned him. Are they going to save it? Nope, they don't save it. Big wreck in turn number 1 and 2. Oh my God, the 37, Anthony Donnelly. Oh no, caution flag comes out. Remington gets turned here. Hold on, we're going to see what happened first. So, just everybody squeezing in there. Oh my God. Oh my God, they were inside of each other. All right, so we need to go watch this one, I think, from all right, so let's go find. We need to go find Cross. We're gonna go to his in car. He said, "Watch from his in car." So we're gonna go in from cross. Oh my God, those seas parted. I think he had a little. Oh my God, the mirror is insane. Are you guys looking at his mirror? Look at his mirror right here. Watch in his mirror. He's gonna avoid this. Oh my God, there is just sheer death in his rear view mirror as they come out of turn number 2. Caution flag number 2 on the night. 11 laps complete. Clint made it through again. I think it was just tight racing. There was a little bit of net code involved, but I think everybody was running out of room because you were almost 4 wide. All right, so caution flag comes out here for the second time tonight. What a wild one here so far. Clint did a great job avoiding that one in the number 69. He's got a good run going. He's inside the top 10. Could Clint be the surprise here tonight? You're coaching him? Yeah, you know, and they were pushing on the top side. I think it was just hard racing, is all it was. You said you want a black flag? Am I wrong? Did he just ask if he could have a black flag?
He did.
Is there people chanting my name in there in the chat, buddy?
Yeah, somebody put a chat bot in here and it said sleepy.
I sent my viewers to your stream, so.
Normally we do wide open on Thursdays, so I don't know if it'll be Dega next week or not. I haven't decided. But it'll be something wide open. Could be street stocks at Legacy, Michigan.
That's what he said.
All right, we're gonna re-rack them, restack them here once again.
Bro.
Remember, if you are a lap down, just take that top side. Make sure you guys give them room. We got one coming on the top now.
Brother, 88, bro.
He's doing what on our top?
You heard what I saw. You know, he's been impressing me tonight. You know, if he could get a podium, his height and his position could match. You know, 3 feet, third place. You know, he'd yell at me on the mic right now, but it's hard to stand on his chair to get to his mic while he's trying to drive with the pedals.
I told his girl to put it on the top shelf.
Are we supposed to follow what iRacing lines is up?
All right, looking for that green flag. I have no clue what he just said. I have no clue what you said. You guys can fill in that top side if you want. You can pack it up side by side if you want in the back where it's single file. All right, so these guys going to figure things out as they come through turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be Lovelace leading the way. He's got Landon Moody to his outside. Look at this. Farless sitting in the number 4 spot. He is quiet tonight, but he's staying inside that top 5. Look for him to make big moves by the end of this one. If somebody else doesn't take it, you can take it. Looking for the green flag as the pace car is in. Going to be side by side all the way through the field. Green flag is out. I'll get it here in a second. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. It's going to be Lovelace leading the way. Here comes Farless to the back bumper of Moody heading into turn number 1 and 2. Moody gonna try to get back down. Lovelace gonna put the block on him. Lovelace gonna come down the track. Here comes Cody to his back bumper. They're gonna be side by side for the lead as Moody comes to the outside out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Here comes the field. RJ gonna take the front. He likes that third lane. He's been working hard to try to get that third lane to work all night. And the field got spread out back here. I think Ashton's got some issues. I don't think that car's very fast. I think he needs to use the fast repair. As they come out of turn at number 4 down the front straightaway, Lovelace is now in that number 2 spot as Moody has moved down the track, making him push him. Coming to line, Moody's going to lead this time by. Here comes Farless on the outside. Farless on the outside through turn number 1 and 2. They're going to be side by side in this front pack as Farless tries to get the push from James. James is going to try to get that back bumper out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Can that second lane start to get that momentum as they continue to work on it down the back straightaway? He's coming down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Will he have the edge into turn number 3? Moody's going to keep that edge into turn number 3 and 4. Will he try to work that second lane out of turn number 4 and moving up in front of Farless? We're going to find out as Lovelace is all over the back of Moody. Here comes Farless to the outside. Farless going to have the run down the front straightaway looking for the start finish line. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Moody this time by, but Farless with the run heading for turn number 1. Oh, yeah, I rarely do Daytona. It's just so narrow. It just seems to be a shit show. That's the main reason I don't do Daytona. Oh, we had issues in the back. I didn't see it happen. Everybody's going right now. We're going to give it a couple laps. I'm pretty sure we'll get a caution. If you got damage, get your fast repair, get back out there. You'll get your laps back on the next caution. Out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. It's going to be Moody down on the bottom side. They're trying to make some moves up front. Oh my God, it got really sketchy there as Moody leads the way. Here comes Farless back to the outside. So RJ keeps trying to take that run to the outside. If he gets a little bit of help, this could be interesting up at the front. He's got Brady Gotch behind him as they come out of turn number 2. They're going back to that third lane. Gotch is not afraid to go with them as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Clint definitely made the main. Where is Clint? Oh, Clint, no. Clint's got a broken car. As we head through turn number 3 and 4, going to be Moody continuing to lead the way as Clint Sheehan is going to have to come down on pit road and take that fast repair. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 cars up in the front pack as they come across the line. It is going to be, I think Farless might have had it at the line that time by. Side by side into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Moody leading the way as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Farless on the high side trying to find his way around Moody. He's got James Stats all over the back of him as they are going to touch doors. I think that is Kyle Todd and Jared Claude battling it out back there as they come out of turn number 4. Coming to the line, going to be Landon Moody leading the way that time by as these guys jockey for position up at the front 2x2 into turn number 1 and 2. RJ going to hang out at the back, just keep that draft. Lots of time left here tonight. It's going to be 20 laps complete when they cross the line. Down into turn number 3, side by side up at the front. Oh, they're trying to get coordinated further back up at this front of this pack as they are talking about temperatures and possibly making a swap if they need to as they come through the tri-oval. It is going to be Moody leading this time by that third lane. Just can't get the run. They're wrecking. Oh, they saved it. How did they save it into turn number 1 and 2? I was going for the button, but somehow they save it as they come through turn number 1 and 2. Looks like Cody Harrelson going to probably get some of the worst of that one in the 4K as they come down the back straightaway. So a little bit of breakup of the field here as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be side by side up at the front. Moody down low, Farless up high. So Clint did go a couple laps down as we got quite the split up of the field right now. Bill Sleep did make it back out on the track as the leaders continue to battle up at the front. Farless going to get the run this time. He's going to lead that time by 9 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, we got 2 around. Caution flag comes out. All right, lead lap cars, make sure you hit that yellow line. There's probably going to be, looks like 2 cars at least taking that top lane. Oh. All right, so what happened here? Oh, they just get together. I think Kyle might have been coming down a little bit. 37 being aggressive there as the caution flag comes out here once again tonight. Caution flag is out with 8 laps to go. All right, so far so good. The racing up at the front has been phenomenal as it looks like Farless going to be your leader in that number 8 machine. Justin's been kind of quiet. I mean, he's been up there all night long, but not making a whole lot of noise. I'll tell you what, they know he is here now as he leads the field. Just so you know, they are halfway down the back straightaway. Halfway down the back straightaway. It's definitely happened, but we've been doing this for years. I can't remember. Was he in the LCQ? I think he was. I will say he did not do it this week. Remember, Kyle, just watch out for those guys coming on the high side when they're getting the laps back. Ashton, Clint, and John are all getting laps back. When you just got turned around, it was you and the 37. All right, so these guys getting back on the lead lap as we work the caution flag for the third time here tonight. Going to be 7 laps to go. It's going to be a 5-lap shootout here, guys. A 5-lap shootout. Ashley going to get back on the lead lap right there. It's going to make me clear it again. So, I mean, that's only relevant if you're going on pit road. All right, so Clint back out on the lead lap. We'll see if we can get John back on the lead lap too in that number 25 machine. He is going to come around and pass these guys. He is 3 laps behind them, so he's got a little bit of work to do. Still got a lot of cars in this one. Looks like we got 20 cars left in this race. So there's probably a pretty good chance we're going to get another caution flag here tonight. So if your favorite driver is in this top 20, they still have an opportunity. It's going to put you at the end of the line. I mean, you're going to be at the back. I mean, whoever Clint will be behind you. Mark blew up his gearbox. Is that why he's not in there? Is that why he's in the back? Does he have an issue? All right, so we're going to re-rack and restack them as we get 1 to go. Looking for that green flag. That's the best way to come. That is weird. I don't know how that would happen. All right, we are looking for the green flag as we come down the back straightaway. Who's it going to be? As they come down the back straightaway, who's your pick now? 5-lap shootout here. We do have green, white checkers. Will we use them here tonight? As they head into turn number 3 and 4, Mark's fault. Always Mark's fault. It's always Mark's fault. You do not know this already? I think we need to watch this start from the blimp. Justin Farless going to lead the field here, coming to the green. Who's it going to be? I'll tell you what, Brady Gotch has had a good run coming back up through the field. He is solid right now, currently in that number 4 spot. He could steal one as we are looking for that green flag down the front straightaway. Oh, we are trying to wreck already. Somehow they keep it straight. Green flag is out. Wow, there was a couple stack ups. Those guys able to hold on to it. Good job holding on to that, guys. That was a little bit of craziness right there. As they head down into turn number 1 and 2, going to be Farless leading the way. So we had a stack up there coming to the line. Somehow everybody keeps it straight as they come down the back straightaway. Oh, we got him wrecking. We are wrecking down the back straightaway. Caution flag comes out. Let's see what exactly happened there. It looks like Burke gonna try to take it up the middle. They just ran out of room. I see your messages. All right, so it looks like they just kind of ran out of room. Burke gets the run, gets up underneath. Kyle Todd a little bit higher than he expected. They get the stack up. Oh, around as James Burke backs it hard into the fence in that number 7. Caution flag out once again. So Landon Moody going to inherit the lead after that one. As they come down the back straightaway, we are going to be doing a green, a white checker now. As we got a couple guys on pit road, we're going to let them do what they got to do there. As it looks like John going to get that final lap back here. Yeah, I seen. All right, so working the caution flag here tonight for the 4th time as they come down the front straightaway.
And like the 87s, you guys are always a really good bunch to run with. But man, do you get caught up in some shit sometimes.
Yeah, no problem, Dougie. I'm sorry about that didn't go exactly how you wanted it to. Definitely appreciate you coming out though. It's so rewarding to make the feature. And I think it makes the feature better because it's so rewarding. And most of you guys know how hard it is to get there. Next Thursday, we do this every Thursday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The session opens up. We do some dirt stuff too. I'll tell you what, RJ has had a hell of a night. Yeah, RJ definitely has a good opportunity here. He's been solid all night long. It definitely has been one I'm watching. And I think he's had the most experience jumping up to that 3rd lane. So I definitely am keeping an eye on RJ. Yeah, I know. All right, so the Dougie on. Yo, I know. You've been killing it. All right, we're going to get that one to go. We're going to stack these guys up looking for the green flag this time by 6-7. All right, we're going to stack them up 2 by 2, looking for the green flag. Moody going to lead the way. He's going to have James Stats to his outside. Farless behind him, which is a good... I'll tell you what. That is a hell of a second row that is going to be pushing that front row. Banned. Ban them. Get the ban hammer. As they come out of turn number 2, who's it going to be tonight? Shadows. Let's try. All right. I hear somebody coming. So Burke did make it back out. He's going to need some help. He is 1 lap down as these guys head through turn at number 3 and 4. We are looking for the green flag. Burke's going to need a caution to have an opportunity here tonight, but if he can get back on that lead lap, he might have one. Is it Mark's fault? All right, they are side by side. Pace car is in. When will Landon Moody fire him off? Green, white checker here tonight. 2 laps to go. As they come down the front straightaway, green flag is out. Green flag is out as Moody's going to get a great jump. James going to jump down in line behind Farless. Those 3-4 are going to be hard to beat up at the front. The front of the field is actually going single file. Will we see that white flag? Well, we know how it normally goes. A lot of times we do get the white flag, and then the hell breaks loose on the final lap as Brady Gotch jumps up to the outside. Here comes Zach Lovelace in that number 33. Will he jump to the high side too? Down the back straightaway. He's going to jump up behind Brady. Now we're going to start to get him. Oh, James up into Brady. Brady able to hold on to it. Down through turn at number 3 and 4. White flag is in the air. Will they make it to the start finish line? It looks like they're going to. Brady with a big run to the high side. Someone's blowing up in the back as the white flag is out. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go. Here comes Cody up to the outside, down the back front straightaway, down into 1 and 2. They're going to try to take it 3 wide. They are going to take it 3 wide. No trying here as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down into turn number 1 and 2. RJ going to get to the back bumper of Brady as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, that third lane trying to form. Can they get organized again? We got enough. We got more people coming. Mark Thrash now in the picture in that number 39. Down the front straightaway, going to be Justin Farless to the outside. He's got Brady behind him. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Kyle's going to get turned around as they come through turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway, big wreck in the back. Battles for the lead. Here comes RJ to the outside. Down the front straightaway, through the triangle. They're 3 wide for second. Justin gets turned around. Who's going to get the win? It's going to be RJ on the outside taking the win here tonight. Brady Gotcha in second. Jacob Major in third. What a crazy one. Holy cow. Holy cow. Darn. Oh, Moody's going to scoot up the track just a little bit, gets into Justin, turns Justin around. That's going to give the edge to RJ on the outside. What a finish here tonight as Moody's the field coming to the start finish line. The big one happens tonight. Wow, Mark almost got there. Wow, what a finish here tonight as RJ takes the win. They are so mad at each other right now. Wow. Let's go through these results and we'll see if anybody's in Discord. I'm sure Brady will be there at least. RJ, link for the Discord is in my profile over there on TikTok if you want to get in there for an interview. It is going to be RJ with the win here tonight. Brady Gotcha in second. Jacob in third. Going to be Zach Lovelace in that number 4 spot. Mark Thrash in 5th. Going to be James Stats in that number 6 spot. Edward Cross in 7th. Cody Harrelson in 8th. Going to be Moody in that number 9 spot. Justin Farless in 10th. Anthony Donnelly in 11th. Going to be Clint Sheehan in that number 13 position. John in 14th. Bill Sleep in 15th. Going to be Kyle Todd in 15th. Sorry, Bill Sleep was in 14th. Ashton Thomas in 16th. Going to be James Burke 17th. Remington James in 18th. Jared Claude in 19th. Going to be Dougie in 20th. Riley Green 21st. Trexton in 22nd. Ed Williams 23rd. And David Moats in that number 24 spot. They're talking right now. Yeah, Brady. Good job, Brady. A little bit of heat in the chat. All right, I got to mute the race chat. I don't even know where to do it now. All right, that's how you do it here. We're going to go ahead and we'll save that. All right, let's go ahead and see who is in the Discord. Looks like the Angry Irish. Is that you? Is that you, RJ? Are you the Angry Irish? Oh, he isn't the Angry. Who is? All right, I'm trying to figure out who's who. You're who? Edward? Oh. I wasn't sure. I was like, huh. Who's that? There's RJ. That's who I was really looking for. All right. Crazy racing here tonight. Oh, you need Rowdy Racing needs the link. Let me go send him a link real quick. Crazy racing here tonight, guys. Crazy finish. Brady, you had an up and down night here tonight, but second place. You got to be happy with that.
Yeah, happy all things considered. It was a very up and down night after wrecking so early. I'm like, well, there's a lot of work ahead of us.
Yeah, you got turned around early, or you got wrecked early. You know how hard it is to save those fast repairs. Have to use it pretty early in the race, put you in a whole different position, but got back up to the front. And I mean, you know, there was some craziness, but overall, definitely good racing up at the front anyway. A little crazier in the back. Maybe a little impatient at times, ending up, you know, stack ups and ended up 4 wide. Actually, I think a stack up is what got you. I think when Cody went up to the top side.
Yeah, I'd say so. Racing up front's a safer place to be out of the whole pack. Sometimes not, but for the most part, it was a challenge of trying to decide whether to leg back or push forward and figure out how hard you want to push forward and not be the cause of the next big wreck. But it was well executed tonight. Thanks to Jared, he didn't make the feature, so I kind of had my iRacing spotter / an advisor up there.
You know, I noticed that you guys tend to finish up front more when the other one is spotting. I don't know how that seems to work, but when it's the other way around, Jared usually ends up in a podium spot, and vice versa for you. You got to tell me, coming out of turn 4 there, though, you got that second lane. You started to get that rolling, and Farless comes up and blocks that momentum. Man, you had to feel pretty good about that run, but then you were stuck pushing. Almost gives you the win there. Did he just stay on your nose a little too long after he got turned so you couldn't get the run out, or did RJ just have too much momentum up on that top side?
RJ definitely had too much momentum on the high side. I don't think that held me up at all, him spinning to the left like that. But it would have been interesting to see what was going to happen, because I was smashing the throttle pretty damn hard with bad intentions coming to the line there. I was going to leave him out there if I could to try and get the W, but once he turned left, I thought I had it, and I looked right, and he was hauling the mail on the outside.
Well, great run here tonight. You want to give anybody else a shout out other than Jared?
Well, the typical shout out to John's mom. Yeah, Gotch Racing, Gotch Trucking. Thank you guys for putting it on, and it's really rewarding to be racing with you guys in after the week America's had.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a crazy week for sure. Yesterday was a crazy day, so nice to be able to come out and have some fun, kind of forget about some of the stuff that's going on IRL.
Yep, I appreciate you guys.
No problem. RJ, you had people out there in the chat rooting for you. You didn't take very long to get up towards the front, hung out out front. Saw you looking at that third lane all night long, trying to figure out how to get that to run. Did you know that was going to be the move that you would have to make tonight to take the win?
Yeah, it seemed like it was going to work out that way. I mean, first and foremost, thank you so much for putting this together. It's my first time racing with you guys. It seems like you guys got an awesome group, and it was an absolutely fun time. While there are, wrecks here and there, that's just Talladega, So it was an absolutely fun time, and then getting to be up there for the finish. Everybody was, racing pretty dicey, but that makes it fun. So that third lane, I was always trying to get it kicking up there on the top, and see who would come with me and see what would happen. Thankfully I got a push there, coming straight to the end, and was able to cross the line. And first, it's like one of those moments where you have no idea what's going on below you. I just hope somebody doesn't ricochet into my car and send me into the fence. And thankfully that didn't happen. So had a lot of great people out there working, including Brady. We were able to make a lot of ground earlier in the race, so it was just a lot of fun.
It definitely definitely felt like the top lane, if you could keep the momentum up, you didn't get pinched either way, definitely seemed to play like the place to be, especially when it was 2x2 and you were the second lane. Wasn't sure how the third lane was going to go, but you made it work. Man, I'm just curious about the experience. You got the full experience tonight. You got to run the heat. You got to run the consi. Man, it is crazy out there. And we were joking around earlier. I mean, it is almost rewarding and feels like a win in itself just to make the feature.
Yeah, no, it was fun. I mean, get to do every leg of the battle. I mean, it's not like ideal, right? But to get to do the heat, and then the LCQ there, and then get to be in the feature. I mean, loaded up iRacing tonight. Did that. I don't hop on the service too often, and made that gigantic gigabyte update, I guess, that happened recently. Everything looks different. It was very strange, but we got used to it. Saw the wanted to have some fun tonight, because I loaded up into the little 5 to go session, and then got taken out before it could even take the green flag. So I wanted to do something, and this made the night. So it was a fun time, and yeah, getting to do everything. That LCQ was wicked, and so was that heat. Just seeing if I could drive around Crab Leg, seeing everybody out there driving to the end of that heat. I'm literally driving by myself, watching the finish on my phone happening like 10 seconds ahead of me. So that was a fun time.
All right, let me try this. Is it Starkovic?
Starcevic. You're close.
All right. I still probably won't say it because it doesn't flow very well in the middle of the broadcast, but I was trying to figure out how to say it the whole race. But great run here tonight. You got any friends, family, sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, my buddy Tanner in the chat, he's rooting me on, so appreciate that. Probably got banned from the chat for saying 6'7", so reasonably so. I that's a fair ban. But yeah, doing iRacing is a lot of fun. I get the blessing and privilege to cover NASCAR on a weekly basis, and so I get to come out here and do some iRacing stuff. And you guys seem like it's a lot of fun. So I don't know when you usually are regularly doing things, but let's just say if there's another one down the road, I'll be there.
For sure. Every Thursday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we pop up the session. It usually fills up pretty quick if you can't tell.
Perfect. Sounds good. I will be there. I'll see you guys next week then.
Good one. Good win, bud. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You got any last words, Edward? You hung in there, got you a top 10.
I'm honestly not really sure what to say. I mean, hell, I avoided all 3 of the major wrecks until that last checkup on the tribal at the end. It's mostly about getting a strong finish because I play very technically when it comes to Talladega. I'm better as a pusher, number 1, and number 2, I always try to let off the throttle whenever I try to work with somebody. I'll call them out or anything like that. Brian, Cody, and I forget who else. You know, I had like 3 people out there that I was working really good with, especially Brian in the heat race. So definitely have to thank him, you know, because between that 1 wreck in the heat race and the 3 wrecks that we had tonight, I don't know how I got caught up in 2 of them, but drove through all 3 with like literally not even having to repair my car at least once. So I have a lot of experience when it comes to like technical racing when it comes to Talladega, but my trick is just lay back in the middle of the pack, you know, find a partner, and then at the end give it a good push. I'm not really here to win. I'm just here to race, considering that official races have plummeted my safety and as well as my I rating. So the hosted sessions are really my go-to, especially when I'm running with the S&M crew. My friend Kova's Chaos on Roads and Arena Anarchy. It's just, you know, nice to, you know, actually get a good race in. I mean, yeah, I wrecked and pissed off about that last lap wreck, but, you know, at least I can say that I finished with a top 10, and, you know, for some reason in hosted lobbies, I always end up avoiding most of the major wrecks or end up driving through them, as I asked you to point out on my POV, because I was, oh, my heart was racing. I was just lucky enough to survive as long as I did with the luck I have on iRacing.
Well, good run here tonight. Thanks for coming out, and it was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, shout out to Kova, shout out to JD McHaley, my mentor, I want to say, and just anybody else who watches who I can send the link to.
Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, have a good night, James.
Yeah, you too. Good run, Brady.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. I am exhausted. But we'll be back with officials on Monday. Make sure you got those notifications on. We got big blocks coming back. Super late models. We're going to have to figure out something else because we are moving the Arca Dirt to Wednesdays. It deserves its own day. And some UMP modified. So make sure you guys like, share, and follow. And as always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.